Hello, my name is County Kerry, solicitor in Healy, Crowley Ahern, Clogden and Carsavine. I'm principal of the firm and wanted to talk to you today about some of the legal issues you need to consider when buying a house. We always recommend that you talk to your solicitor early so he or she can be working in the background to obtain whatever documents are necessary to start investigations. Please provide us the name of the auctioneer involved in the purchase. We will normally write to the auctioneer and inform them that we have been appointed. We request the auctioneer to tell us the name of the solicitor acting for the seller so we can contact that solicitor and inform them that we act for you and give them our address for posting of contracts and title documents. If you are getting a mortgage and you wish to use this firm as your solicitors, speak to your mortgage provider and request that they submit to us as soon as possible the standard legal mortgage pack. We will review this with you, particularly in relation to the loan offer conditions. You will need to take steps to immediately organise the loan offer conditions such as life cover and house insurance. We find that attending to these elements takes time and can delay a purchase. You will also need to appoint an engineer to conduct a structural survey. Property is purchased on the principle of buyer beware, so you need to identify at an early stage any potential structural defects. An engineer will also check that the property is built in accordance with planning permission. He or she will check the services to the property, particular water and effluent, and access to the property. An engineer will also check the boundaries to ensure that they match the title being offered by the seller. If you don't have an engineer, we can recommend a local engineer for you. Once the solicitor for the seller sends the contracts to us, we will review them and check the title. We will advise you in relation to any problems or issues. You will need to ensure prior to signing the contracts that you are satisfied as to all issues and that you have discussed them thoroughly with us and your engineer. You must also make sure that you have your finance in place. Once you have signed contracts, they are sent back to the seller's solicitor with the deposit. Signed contracts are binding documents, and so you cannot pull out of the purchase at this point. At this stage, you will have an insurable interest in the house that you are purchasing, and you must take steps to insure the property. A closing process then takes place between respective solicitors, and this can take 2 to 6 weeks. You should commence the process of requesting funds from your lending institution, but only in consultation with us. Once we are satisfied with all final information that we have received and the closing documents, we will confirm with you that everything is in order and request that funds be supplied to us so we can pass them to the seller solicitors. Once we agree the release of funds to the sellers, the keys will be released to you. Stamp duty is the tax payable on the purchase of property, and the rate is at present 1% for residential property below 1 million. Stamp duty must be paid within 30 days of completion, and we normally request that you provide us stamp duty at the outset. Once stamped, your deed and mortgage will then be registered in the Property Registration Authority. When registration is complete, which can take between 6 to 18 months, your deeds will be sent by us to your bank if you have a mortgage. We will notify you that you are the registered owner. We normally charge $1,500 plus VAT for a conveyance, although this price can vary depending on the complexity of the work. We do not negotiate a discount on this fee even if the value of the property is low. Other costs include land registry fees of between €400 and €1,000 if the property in question is land registry property. Search fees of approximately €80 also apply. So the legal costs will normally be in the region of €2,400 to €3,000. Your engineering and stamp duty costs are additional. Please note that these figures are estimates and are correct as of July 2013 and may be subject to change. Hopefully you have found this information of use, and we look forward to being of assistance to you in the future. If you require any further information, contact myself, County Kerry, or any members of the team at the telephone numbers and the contact details on the screen. Thank you for your time.